Right. I'm going to pull a Divine Masters. I'm going to try and tap into not just my energy, but some kind of collective energy here. Oh, right, Spirit. I would like to tap into collective reading. Help you guide us through these cards. Right, this reading's for us, me, including me, and anybody who's watching and resonating. If it's not resonating with you, just leave it alone, or take what matters, take what's useful, leave the rest. Yeah, I guess we can start. Right. So we've got Lady Portia coming out. Overcoming limitations. Karmic release. Let go of the need to be right. So I feel like this is this is coming out to some other people who maybe have learnt a few things recently, have gained some new knowledge. Look, you've gained all this light coming in. You've leveled up recently. You've elevated. You're at a higher frequency. Your aura, you're now emanating this beautiful light from within, in your heart. You've opened up. You're aligned. You've aligned more. And with that alignment has come knowledge, new knowledge. But you might be finding it a bit frustrating now that you've got this new knowledge and people don't understand. People around you don't understand what you're talking about, what you're trying to convey, because they've not experienced it. And it can be really frustrating, and it can also be jarring for them because you might have gone through quite a big change, and things that used to interest you maybe don't interest you as much anymore. Maybe you want to have different sorts of conversations with people, but you're struggling to find the right people to talk to about things, about these new experiences after this karmic release. And yeah, so this bit of advice is for me. Definitely I resonate with it. And also for you, it says here, let go of the need to be right. So I guess there's a couple of lessons, like careful who you're speaking to about things, but also accept that people are not going to understand you. And that's okay. You can still have deep love for each other. You can still respect each other. But you don't have to make them understand, and you don't have to prove that you're right. You don't have to prove yourself. You can open up these conversations with people, but if they're not ready to talk about stuff, or if they don't resonate with it, just let it go. There's literally no point in holding on to it. So yes, thank you, Lady Portia, for that. What we got sticking out? Oh, we've got Mary Magdalene as well, sticking out the side. She's been coming through a lot recently for me, personally. So, and I think because she was a little bit hidden in the side, it was maybe a bit of a, I don't know if it's for, but yeah. Mary Magdalene, sacred vessel, you are the answer. Be guided to your purpose. So I guess it kind of goes with this one here. If you have just recently had some karmic release, recently elevated your vibrations, you've let go of stuff. So now you're thinking, now you're able to really tap more into your heart space. Because I always think of Mary Magdalene as like heart-led compassion, heart-led, and with her little hearty eggy thing down here. And yeah, so I think, yeah, now you've maybe released some stuff, and like re-evaluating things, but you're able to just tap into that heart space and be led by that. Don't overthink it, just be led by your heart. I feel like that's what Mary's trying to say to us. But I might actually read out Mary's description. So this is Mary Magdalene. Right. Mary Magdalene, sacred vessel, you are the answer. Be guided to your purpose. Mary Magdalene, or Mary of Magdala, was one of the original followers of Jesus Christ. I believe she was the 13th apostle, but we'll get into that potentially at some point. It has been recorded that she had the first vision of the risen Christ when she went to the tomb on Easter morning, and it was through this vision that he revealed to her and his sacred teachings and initiated her as a teacher. She was the apostle to the apostles, and it is therefore through her that a pivotal aspect of the original teachings of Christ has reached the world. Mary was a highly sensitive clairvoyant, and it has been speculated that she was the partner, wife, divine consort of Jesus. If Jesus was the vehicle of Christ's energy, Mary was the vehicle for the Magdalene, a powerful feminine force that renders all beings equal and helps the world see that the voices of the feminine are not only important, but the sacred force that can save the world from ruin. Your message. You are the answer you seek. You hold the treasure, the magic and the mystery. Right now, you are being encouraged to recognize that you are a valuable part of the universe's plan. If you have a strong desire to share what you have learnt, it's a time to do so. This can be scary and sometimes overwhelming, because putting yourself out there can leave you open to scrutiny. I'm just going to side note, this feels extremely personal right now, given that I am currently in the first video launch of my YouTube channel. But if you are comfortable with your gifts and teachings, you hold a sacred energy that allows others to see you clearly. The light of the Magdalena is surrounding you now and encouraging you to recognize that the healing you have experienced is actually what you are here to teach. This seems so personal, so I hope this is also resonating with other people. And if it is, I'm very interested to talk to you. Take some time to reflect on what you have overcome and see that this experience can help many. Your personal testimony can move others and even mountains. Lean on your Creator and know that you have been called to be a vessel for the sacred. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, so I feel like you've elevated up, cleared out your aura. Your aura's looking freaking bright and stunning. So now you can move into this of like finding your true purpose. Pretty nice so far. I like that. I think I'm going to leave the Divine Masters there. That was a nice one to end them on. I don't think there's anything else to come out of that one. And I think I might do a little bit of... No, let's do the storytellers one. Do the storytellers tarot. Sorry, one of my guides always comes and tickles my nose, so if I mention my nose, that's usually why. Okay, right, Wolfie Spirit. What do you think we, as a collective, should be told right now for our greatest and highest good? And I feel like we might be some people healing up in some heart. Right. It's also new, tapping into all of our, collective energy and not just me. I hope I can do us justice. Well, the Divine Masters that came out was pretty nice. Yeah. All right, so I've got, look, these cards are so nice. All right, Spirit. What do you think these fine people need to know for their best goods? Oh God. Don't give me too many. Yet. I've got a few flipping around. I'm still kind of deciding how I'm going to do these reads. I'm going to structure them. Maybe we do 4 cards and then I get clarity. We'll try that for tonight. We'll try pulling 4 cards and then I'll just get a bit of clarity on ones if I feel like I need it. Oh, nice. The first one. I love this. I freaking love this. After pulling Mary Magdalene and Lady Portia, and then we get the Empress. Hello. Feeling some strong divine feminine energy here. And I love, look at this beautiful card. I feel like I'm talking, this is about who I'm talking, this is about who I'm speaking to. We are powerful divine feminines, and that is not gender, completely. Tarot is not gender. This is, I'm speaking to people who have balanced out their feminine. They've tapped in. You know how to tap into that feminine energy, your intuition, your emotions, your feminine energy. Yeah, that like, and like protective, loving, like heart-led and protective, you know, like mama bears, you know, like get away, supportive, yeah, creative, super creative, feeling, yeah, all that beautiful feminine energy stuff. So this is you floating down the river of life. And you've got your sword ready. You've got your sword just lying there ready if you need it. But you don't need it at the moment. At the moment, it's just, it's a time you're being, you are being called or asked, the universe is suggesting to you that you take the time to rest in this feminine energy. You might have figured out how to tap into it. You might feel it. You might be in that energy. But I feel like the universe is asking you to sit in it for a little while and just float. Go with the flow. Stop battling. Stop being in your like headstrongness, masculine side. Stop trying to like, you know, be too headstrong about things. Just relax into it. Let it flow. Know that you can protect yourself. I feel like I'm getting that really strongly. Like, look at this sword. Like, you can relax into that feminine energy because you've learned how to protect yourself. You've been anointed. Remember that Lady Portia, you've like risen up and been anointed by spirit, and now you've got this weapon here with you. You know how to use it. You know how to, maybe you're someone who is quite a strong empath, strongly in that intuitive side, maybe that has learned how to have a backbone, which is represented by this sword here. You can now use your words to stick up for yourself. And you've recently learnt this. This is maybe a recent lesson. And now that you've learnt how to stick up for yourself, you don't have to be so worried. You can look after yourself. So you can just float around. You can just float. Look, you're floating beautifully down this river. and you've got your weapon ready. So there's nothing to worry about. You can just sit back in it. And if you do that, this is the current, this is the flow of the universe, this river. And if you're able to just float there happily, feeling protected by yourself, knowing that you're not in danger, you can sit into this lovely, beautiful, soft, feminine energy. And yeah, let the universe take you where you're meant to go. Because now you've released all that karma, you've done a lot of work releasing some stuff that you don't need. So now you get to you've done a lot of hard work, so now you just get to float down this river for a little bit. This is what the universe wants you to do. Just chill out, relax. Try and just like stop fighting things. Yeah, and trust yourself. Trust yourself. Know that you are now strong enough to protect yourself. So you won't be suffering the same. You won't have to suffer in the same way again. Yeah. So that's nice. And then this one. Oh, the Page of Scepters. Pew! Pew, pew, pew. So this guy, Page of Scepters. So Scepters is like wands in the traditional deck. I might look this one up in a second, but straight away I'm getting that you sitting into this Empress energy. Woo! Oh, I dropped it on the floor. I just dropped her on the floor, but it's okay because this guy's gonna go and pull it back in. Because sitting into that Empress energy, and remember, it's not gender. It can be any gender, non-binary, any genders. But sitting into that feminine energy has got someone a little bit interested, I think, in you. They've not made any moves yet, look, because they're like pulling their arrow back, ready, pulling their little arrow of love, ready, firing out the shot. And give me 1 sec because I'm going to get that Empress card that I threw onto the ground. Here she is. So yeah, Empress. Pew! He's come in, he's like, hello, I would like to fire my arrow on you, and please don't use your sword against me, I mean good. Maybe they do mean good, I don't know. I'm not getting any messages about their intentions actually, other than that they like what they see. They like what they see floating down the river, especially, and that's really nice, especially if you have managed to release a lot of stuff and you're feeling more authentic, stepped into your power a little bit more maybe, and this Empress energy is drawing in. I'm getting romance, but who knows this person's intentions. Maybe we'll pull a little clarifier on that in a bit. First I'm going to pull another couple of cards, maybe one more, and then we might get clarifications. Yeah, just trying to think how long I want this reading to be, really. Right, Spirit, give us one more card and then I'm going to ask for clarity on this Page of Scepters. No, I said one more. You want me to take this one? Alright, we'll do 2 more. Spirit's saying 2. Oh, look, we've got the Chariot. Actually, it's what's it called? The vehicle in this deck. It's the Chariot at the bottom. And then what have we got on the top? This guy. So anyway, I don't think we need to worry about the top guy, but yeah, bottom is kind of cool. I feel like this is like after this period of sitting back and resting, we're going to have some action, going to have some movement. But anyways, so we have this one, the King of Coins, so it's the King of Pentacles in the traditional deck. So, what am I getting here? And we also have death coming out after that. I think this way, I don't know how to work out what way around it works. We have death, no, King of Pentacles, and then the death card coming out. I like this death card too. I really like, yeah. So I feel like the King of Pentacles potentially relates to this person coming in. Yeah, relates to this person coming in, so that you're sitting in your Empress energy. You've attracted this person, they've pulled their arrow back, they're thinking, and actually with this coming out, I think maybe this could also be like a business partner, like someone who you're going to build some kind of stable foundations for, something that's going to bring in some money. Yeah, I'm getting more like business deals, doing some business deals. So yeah, maybe I'm getting a message of like you having reevaluated your life recently, especially with this death card coming out too. Like maybe you're in a process at the moment of reevaluating your life, figuring out what you want to die, what you want to keep in your hand, what makes your world go round, what's a waste of time for you, what you want to murder and kill, who you want to cut out with your scythe. You know, thinking about what you would like out of your life, I feel like, with this card here, and what you want to keep in your life. Yeah, and actually that's also poignant what I was saying before too, about this time of year being really good for thinking about things that you want to keep and carry into the new year, because actually Halloween is New Year in like ancient times, and it's just a nice time of year. Like it goes with nature to drop your leaves the same time that the trees are dropping their leaves. Figure out what you want to wither and die out of your life, and what's actually worth keeping and holding on to. What lights you up in this, what you find exciting. I don't know what's important to you. I feel like this is my interpretation of this. So yeah, I think like that's what I'm getting with this card. And then there was a message coming through before, and now I've forgotten what it was. It was related to, oh yes, so you've like been thinking about like work, like you've had this recent glow up, like expansion, and then you're thinking about money, how you're going to make money, like how work fits into the vision of your new self and your new life, and like thinking about career change basically, and like how you want to make your dosh. And you being able to, and actually what the universe is saying is stop planning and plotting and trying to control how this money is going to come in. Instead, sit into what you naturally are drawn to, what you naturally float towards, because that's what you're good at. So just you've done all this hard work. You now stop thinking up here and overthinking about money and how you're going to make money and how you want to make money and what you're, stop plotting up here, move into here in your heart space, move into here, step into this feminine floating down the river vibe, because then you will attract in, someone's going to notice you, some opportunity. This might not be a person, this might be it's likely going to be a person who's got an opportunity for you. It's got a new start for you, a change, a veer in direction. Something is coming in for you career-wise, business-wise, that is going to end up being stable and profitable. This is your like you're going to be in this King of Coins energy of building like wealth and prosperity, abundance, happiness, like all that nice stuff. We've got a really nice first reading, don't we? So yeah, nice. So there should be opportunities coming your way. feel like this card is opportunities. They're coming, and these little arrows are going to get pew opportunity, pew opportunity. And you don't have to do anything. You just have to be you. Trust in the flow of the universe. These things will come in for you. Pew pew. Oops. Pew pew. And yeah, really concentrate. Actually, what you do need to do is concentrate on what needs to die, to make space for these opportunities that are coming in. And I think that's going to be it for today. Oh, yeah, no, I think I'm going to close it there. Yeah, we're going to close it there. I'm trying to just see if there's much more that wants to come through, but I think that's all for today. So yeah, nice little reading. Let me know. This is my first ever collective reading, first ever reading for anyone other than myself. Actually, no, I lied. I did one for someone at the festival at Flow in the Forest, and they said it was the best tarot reading they've had. So that was really nice feedback. But yeah, we're gonna start out with this format. We might expand it. If you guys have got any recommendations or comments or feedback, let me know. It's actually really fun. So I'm probably going to do a bunch and get more used to it, get more confidence, get a bit of flow going, understanding what my process is in these collective readings, and obviously like Spirit then understanding what I need from them. But thank you, Spirit, you did amazing with me. Thank you for that amazing message that came through, and for being with us, and for always being with us and loving us and supporting us. Aroha everybody. I'm gonna sign off now because I'm bloody starving. I'm gonna go make some tasty dinner. But yes, big love to everybody. Aroha, my friends, and I'll see you next time.